Today we're going to take a look at different ways that authors might tell you about a story or different ways that you can better understand how different parts of a story work together. One part or one way that sometimes we understand stories is by thinking about what's the cause and what's the effect. The cause is the why part, like why did that happen? And the effect is what happens after that. Let me give you an example. So if I wake up late, I have to hurry and get ready for school. The cause is waking up late. That's the why part. What happens? I have to hurry. That's the effect. Let me show you a couple more examples. So I might say, someone might touch their face. As a result, germs entered the body. This is the why part, the cause. This is the effect part, what happened. I use this transition as a result to tell my readers that those two ideas belong together, and that's how. Here's another example. Sometimes you might sneeze, like, Choo! And then what happens? Thus, germs come out. Again, this is the cause or the reason. This is the effect. We can use this transition word to connect our ideas together. It's like the bridge that goes between our ideas. Or you might have to drink water. That's the why part. So that what happens? You recover. That's what happens afterwards. Again, we use the transition like a little bridge to get from one side to the other. That's cause and effect. Here's another one you might have heard of before. Compare and contrast. Compare is when you say how they're the same. Contrast is when you say how they are different. Compare, comparar. Contrast, contrastar. Many teachers use these shapes to show that. Two circles that overlap in the middle. This middle part is how they're the same. The parts on the outside are how they're different. I can use words to make my bridge to show how the parts belong together. I might use the word similarly if I'm talking about how two ideas are the same. Similar, similar in Spanish. So similarly, for a checked up, a doctor makes sure you are healthy. I should have described what I was thinking about before. Let me add that. A dentist checks to see how you are doing. Let me move that so you can see. Okay. Let me move this down. There we go. So a dentist checks to see how you are doing. Similarly, for a checkup, the doctor makes sure you are healthy. So both of them are making sure that you're okay. Let's try another one. This time we're going to use the word however because I'm going to show how they are different. A dentist helps to prevent, that means like stop before it happens, prevent you from feeling sick. Doctors can do that too, but many times we go to the dentist before we're feeling sick, and many times we go to a doctor after we're feeling sick. Not all the time, but sometimes. So a dentist helps to prevent you from feeling sick. However, that's how they're different. Sometimes a doctor helps when you are already sick. So that's compare and contrast. Those were two different ways that authors put their stories together.